the cutest knock knees. How can somebody find my knock knees cute? My hair was beginning to turn around. No, somebody wake me up. No, scratch that. Don't wake me up, up. Don't wake me up. Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chichi Eliogu, a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you so much for allowing me to be in your faces one more time, because of course people have things they're doing with their lives, but you took out this 1 minute to watch this girl. I appreciate you so much. To my existing subscribers, you guys are the real MVP. And if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed to this channel, you haven't liked this video, I'll give you a second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have you subscribed? Yes. Thank you. So the title of this video is not clickbait. It's going to be what I'm going to be talking about today. So shall we get to it? Yes, of course. Let's do that. The first one, this happened to me in, I think, 2015. Yes, this happened to me in 2015. That was when love was, shocking me. So will I say fortunately or unfortunately, it was a long distance relationship, so it was really hard keeping up at that point in time, trying to maintain communication, trying to see each other as often as possible. And of course, we're always going to get to that point whereby we're going to miss each other so bad, and we're just going to get frustrated and stuff like that. One Friday after my classes, I just came back home and I was just there thinking about how I was going to have a very boring weekend and no one to hang with me. And around 6 p.m. I just got a text on my phone. It was like, surprise baby girl, pack up your bags, I'm in worry for the weekend, just wanted to surprise you and tell you how much I've missed you, can't wait to see you, come soon. I was like, what? Is this a joke? I just called him instantly like, hello babe, what's up? I just saw your text message, is this true? He was like, yeah, I'm serious. Did you not see my message? I'm in worry. Can you come around? And as I said that earlier in my Get to Know Me video, I schooled in Delta State University, Abraka. So from Abraka to Worry is like, give or take, max an hour, but it was usually 40 to 45 minutes. So I was like, are you serious? I started packing up my things. I was like, yeah, finally, I'm going to see my boo. I'm going to have a great time. I'll just, I'm going to relax. I'll be taken care of, So I packed up my bags, and when I was done, it was about 7-ish or so. So I packed up my bags and I headed out. Some guys in my hostel, they were sitting in my balcony, they were just chilling when I was leaving. So they're like, Chi, where are you going? I said, oh, I'm just heading out for the weekend. They say, weekend, have fun girl, take care. I'm like, yeah, thank you, bye. So I left, I got into a cab heading for Worry. On approaching Ororokpe, for those people that are very conversant with the Abraka Worry road, there's a place they call Ororokpe. That's like the middle of the trip. On approaching Ororokpe, ding ding ding, a text comes into my phone and I'm saying, just kidding baby, I am in far away Abuja. As we speak right now, I am still in the office tidying up a few files. Just wanted to pull your legs. I really miss you. Please be safe. I hope you've not entered the road.
Hey, Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Hey, what? How? And there I was, feeling so embarrassed. But that's not where the embarrassment started from. In fact, that was the first dose of the embarrassment. At that point, I had to tell the driver, please, Oga, stop. I would like to come down here so that I can find my way back to my house. I came down, and that was like an army checkpoint in the middle of the night. And the vehicles, as at that point, they were very few. So I came down and I saw the soldiers, loitering around, trying to make sure everyone was safe. And they saw me and like, fine girl, what are you walking around here at this time of the night? His partner now said, are you not seeing the way she's carrying weekend bag? I'm sure she wants to meet one of her clients.
Can you imagine? Hey, wow.
It's bad enough that I had to come down here. You're calling me a Bronx girl at this time of the night. At that point, I just wanted the ground to just open and let me just fall inside. Embarrassment was rushing me. I wanted to die, guys, literally. Finally, I hitched a ride that took me back to Abraka and I came back to my hostel. Those guys were sitting down in my balcony. They were still sitting down there. They saw me, they were like, Chichi, what happened? You're back in less than an hour. What happened? See, I think I had it to my feel with how I felt at that point. I just said, I couldn't find a ride. That I'd be standing there for. I just lied. I can't really remember what I said, but I know I gave, a bunch of lies that didn't even make any sense. So in fact, they knew that I felt sad at some point, so they didn't even want to laugh or make jokes of me at that point. So I left. But eventually, the relationship ended in premium tears. So we move. Number 2. This happened in 2016. I was done with uni at this point. I was waiting for my NYSC. So either I was home, I was interning at a radio station. Then this friend of mine came around in Asaba, where I was with my family, and she called me up. I just came in from Lagos, I'm in town, you want to see a movie, let's hang out, let's catch up. And this chick, she was my friend and she was my classmate. She's late now, R.I.P. Doris. So she came around my house, she picked me up, and we drove down to the mall and we played games. This is where the story starts, guys. So I was about to see a movie when someone tapped me on the back. So I turned around and I was like, yeah. When I turned around, behold, I saw a spectacle of a man my mother warned me about. Like, he was tall, he was dark, he had the pinkest lips, he had the beards, like full, well-trimmed beards, and he had this amazing dresses.
Charlie! Wala deal. Wala deal.
I was like, who this? Who this though? Who are you? And he was like, hey, hi. It's like, hi. He looked at me and said, your face looks familiar. And truly, his face looked familiar, but I couldn't tell where I knew him from. He told me, he said, I know you from somewhere, but did you go to Delsu, like Delta State University? I said, yeah. He said, political science, right? I said, yeah, that's where he knows me from. That we're in the same department in uni. And I was like, this fine human, the same department with me. I don't think so. He said, you live in Asaba? I said, yeah, I live in Asaba. I said, oh, I live here too. Wow, I've always wanted to know you as a friend. Can I have your number? My number. He said, yes. I said, okay, take my number. I gave him my number and we parted ways. I thought that was going to be the end of it. Like, man, that guy was just too fine and all of that. And when I go home, I just got a message on WhatsApp like, hi, it's Mr. X. We met at the mall. And I'm like, yeah. We still having a conversation. He was like, yeah, do you know how beautiful you are? You're tall, you're shapy. He was like, I always see you in class. I was always paying attention to you in class. You're always in front, always answering your questions, acing your presentations. Like, it's really hard to find a pretty girl who is smart. At that point, I was like, sense was leaving my body. I'm like, oh, really? Then he now said one thing that, my hair was beginning to turn around. He said, there's one thing about you that reminds me of my mom. I said, what is that? He said, your legs, you have the cutest knock knees. How can somebody find my knock knees cute? Unbelievable. Like, at that point, I was like, no, somebody wake me up. No, scratch that. Don't wake me up, don't wake me up. And they were just talking and all of that. We were like, all right, good night, sleep well, sending you kisses, in your sleep. I was like, thank you. In the morning when I woke up, I saw a message from him. How you doing? Great. Like, we're having a conversation. This is where the embarrassing moment starts. Suddenly, while we're talking, he said, oh, I remember when we were in school, you used to have a friend. I said, yeah, I had friends. Which of them in particular? He said, there's this one. She's shapy. She's dark. I said, wait, what? Can we take 2 steps back? Let me tell you why I said that. So, I have this friend in uni. We're still friends up till now. We're still very good friends. Yeah, and all of that. But when we're in school, we're pretty close. We're in the same department. And this girl was fine. She had this bomb shape. Like, it made her the center of attraction. Standing with her, I would always look like the dove, meaning the designated ugly fat friend. Now, don't get me wrong. I did not hate her for that. In fact, I still do not hate her for that. I kind of like the fact that, she was taking away all the attention and, she was always the spectacle and all of that. Because when I was in school, I didn't like any student. I didn't want to date any student. So most of the people that were hitting on her at that point were students. So instead of you to focus on me, you focus on her, which was a great thing for me at that point. But sometimes I used to feel a little bit duffy. But I didn't know that was going to follow me till after uni. But it is what it is, So when he asked me about Miss Q, I said she's fine. He said, are you guys still talking? I said, yeah. I said, oh, I really like that you're friend though. Of course, yeah. That was why you became my friend. So you can get her number, right? Yeah. It's not making sense. I said, yeah, you like her. So he said, so do you mind if I can have her number? This, that.
Young man, may we not apply curses to ourselves. Let curse not come to you.
I was so embarrassed, guys, to actually think that I thought that there was something there. As in, there was nothing.
Let this boy suffer for 600 years in this life.
Yeah, that was my mood at that point. That was my mood. So I had to act mature. Like, of course, we have to be the mature one. I gave him her number. Well, I asked her first, and I was surprised that she said yes because, But she said yes, and I said fine, and I gave him her number. That's that. In fact, to cut the long story short, on Valentine's Day the next year, they were together. Yeah, and they felt bad for me that I was alone, and they were like, you know what? Why don't you come around the house and we'll just be our tag along while they have fun during Valentine. Yeah, that was it. How embarrassing was that? It was embarrassing. It's embarrassing. So moving on, the third at the list. This one had nothing to do with a boy, I promise. This happened in 2019 when I was still residing in Akwa Ibom State, Uyo to be precise. Now, one of the disadvantages of living in Uyo was the fact that the connecting state had really bad roads, and it made it pretty difficult for me to always visit home in Asaba because it was a 5-hour-long trip with bad roads and no flights. Emphasis on no flights, and I hated road trips, especially when it had to do with bad roads. But as at 2019, I really wanted to visit home because I was about relocating to Lagos and I really wanted to see my family before making that big trip. So I went home, saw my family, and on my way back, that was where the real drama started. I was at the bus terminal at about 7 a.m. We moved at about, I think, 10-ish or 9. That was when we moved. I was already tired. I was already feeling sick because road trips actually make me feel really sick. In fact, there was a very disgusting thing that I observed in that bus. I'm just gonna show you guys. I can't even talk about it. I'm just gonna show you guys. Did you see the passenger we had? A goat! A he-goat! In the bus!
This is nothing but a mad joke. It can't be possible. How?
I don't understand. Like, see, this is just an opportunity to call out the Akwa Ibom Transport Company, AKTC. Like, they are the worst, the very worst. Like, how do you even transport a goat with people? How? But I felt irritated already. I was already disgusted with having to take that train. I felt that I was thinking I could take another vehicle, but I couldn't. If I had to wait for another bus to be to like 1 p.m., that would result in me getting to like say 7-ish, and I didn't want any of that because I had a very big box that I was traveling with. So we started moving. So we got to Ihiala. That's in Anambra State, and something happened. The bus driver scratched someone's car. Of course, there was an altercation. The driver came down. He was trying to apologize. The man was vexing, and exchange of words and fire and all of that. Then while this was going on, a passenger behind me, I beg you people should open the bus. I want peace. Who? Me? And I was just right by the door. Me, open the thing. Something is wrong with you. I said, excuse me, Ihiala to the bus terminal is barely 15 minutes. You should have taken a piece there before asking to come down. I want this car to move now. I was even calling the driver. Driver, come out to this vehicle. Let's move. I can't take this anymore. Blah, 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 blah. I was vexing. I was raking.
What's the problem? Why are you stressing my life, for Christ's sake?
The man said, madam, I want peace. I want to take a leak. Can I come down? I refuse though.
I will ridicule you. I will wash you. I will disgrace you. Are you mad?
After the lady beside me had talked to me for 3 minutes, and I agreed, and they opened the car, and the man came down. Not only did the man come down, about 5 other people came down to take a leak, and that took about the next 15 minutes of our time. I was livid at that point. I just wanted to get out of the bus. I just wanted to go home. The embarrassing part started when we got to Imo State. My tummy started aching. I tried to shove it off like it was just a passing feeling. But when we got to Imo State, I was sweating. I was sweating. In fact, the tummy was singing. Ha! How did I tell the driver to stop? I told the driver, Biko kwao, I want to stop. I want to ease myself. Immediately, the guy behind that I did that to just said, driver, I beg they move, oh. Better move that car now. I pretended as if I didn't hear it. 15 minutes later, I couldn't bear it anymore. I was sweating profusely. I said, driver, I said, stop this car. I want to use the restroom. The man said, madam, are you not the one that did not allow me to come down the last time to a piece, Abi? If this driver stops this car, I will have it hot with you.
If you be this man, I swear to God, come out. I'll beat you now. I don't vex rich.
I said, driver, stop this car. Driver, I want your poo-poo. Driver, I want your poo-poo. The man said, driver, don't stop that car. I told the man, I said, Oga, don't try it. Oga, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. This one is different. It was like I opened the floodgates of argument and I just couldn't listen. I just wanted to calm down. The driver just parked. If you see the way I rushed out of the car, got the biggest tissue paper that I could see. And I was like, please, where? In fact, I couldn't even think at that point. I think I used a bush or something. I'm not so sure, but yeah, it was a bush that I rushed into. I was safe to say that at that point, I was the center of attraction in that bus. Like, I was the one who created a scene about not allowing that man to pee, and I'm the same person who created a scene about wanting to use the restroom. So it was terrible. It was so terrible. So yeah, I think about it now and I laugh because it's actually a very comical thing. Like, yeah. So those are my 3 most remarkable, embarrassing moments in my life. If you like this content, let me know in the comment section so I can put up something like this for you guys. I really appreciate it. For those who watch to the end of this video, I appreciate you guys every day, every time. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to please subscribe to Chichi Eliagu. Until next time, remain sweet. Mwah.